So now let's go to the remote work surge. This is the updated list, which is the 2025. All right. Um Again, there are so many fields where you can work remotely, but then there are some fields that you need to be at the office, like office assistant. Now you need to be in the office. So many tasks, like so many things, you need to be on site. But the good thing about virtual assistant courses, as the name implies, is about assisting virtually. Virtually means not on site. Okay. So virtual assistants stand a higher chance among other skills to get a remote job, because most of the jobs they carry out is done from home. So this is one of the so these are the remote work search. Remote listings tripled since 2020 for VAs. The VAs here is virtual assistant. We know 2020 there was COVID, and it was like the world just shut down for a bit. So many people got to realize, okay, this person can work from home. So that was what made remote job to increase, because it's like people are like, I don't even need to be in an office space. All right. And it saves cost for the recruiters, because if you don't need an office space to function, you could just pay the virtual assistant. They work from home, the data is on them, the electricity bill is on them. You just have to sum the total, like sum everything, pay them. And you, on the other hand, you're not even paying for this electricity, you're not paying for water bill, that is for the office. You're just in your house and you're getting your deliverable. So that's one good thing about the remote work. Then over 39 million Nigerians, that is 17% of the world of Nigerian population, work remotely. Yeah, so many people work remotely now. So many people, and as much as it might be sounding as um do I say, as an impossible thing, you can actually get a remote job that pays well, like at that. It's just all about you being on the right path. This is one of the steps which you are on right now. Then number three, VAs stand a higher chance of working remotely, like I said earlier. Then it's a win-win for both brands and employees. It's a win-win, like I said again, because you don't have to pay for electricity, you don't have to pay for data. You will still give them the bonus. All right, I'm not disputing that. Okay, let's assume if you're working in the office, your electricity bill will be nothing less than, let's say it's like 200K. Your data in a month could be like 100K, considering the increase in data. And of course, all of your recruiters are using, like all of your employees are using it. But once they start working remotely, you could just give them data allowance of like 50,000 or 30,000, and it will reach them because they are using it just for their own purposes. All right. Electricity bill, you might not even need to add that. You just feel for the money you are paying them, they can just get that sorted out. Then the liberty to work from anywhere, no distance constraints, and needed talent are being employed. So when if a recruiter is in Malaysia, for instance, they are going through so many resumes and they see that of BC, they're like, oh, BC is in Nigerian or BC is in Ghana. I like what I see on her resume, of course. I would like to hire her. They don't have that constraint factor, that barrier that no, I would need to pay for her or bring her to Malaysia. No, because BC can work remotely. You just need to ensure she works at your own time and pay. So that's all. So you as a virtual assistant, you have liberty to work anywhere. You can, like, I stay in Abuja right now, but I work for a firm that is not even in Nigeria. So it helps. You could just decide to travel at any time and still do your work. You're not being pinned to a particular location. All right. So now we go to the top remote platforms. All right. So now we have top remote platforms. So these are platforms where a virtual assistant can work. In fact, there are specifically for a virtual assistant. Some of them, not all of them, do. All right. All right. So we have freelancing, like I said, and we have full time. So freelancing is more of like you work at your own time and pace. You don't have this HMO. No, you don't have this health insurance. You don't like, if a client gives you a job, they want it to be done within a week. You don't have to wake up 9 to 5 to do it. You can just do it within 3 days and you give it to them. That's what a freelancer is. And after they are done, they pay you and you just go. They might consult you again if they need you, or they might not. Sometimes some freelancers become full-time employee. If a firm recruit you just for a contract, you're a freelancer for them. If they like what you do, or they have a long term project, they might give it to you. So as a freelancer, you work at your own time and pace. You don't have to do the regular resume 9 to 5, because even as a remote worker, I still resume 9 to 5. Like, I have to be active 9 to 5. It depends on various time zone. It could be for WAT, it could be for EST. All right. Then full time is the one where you have the health benefits, you are entitled to leave, you have some other benefits, compensations and all. And this could be for a long time. You could work, if you're a full-time staff, you could work for 2 years, as long as you want to, before you resign. But for freelancing, there's nothing like resigning. You could just terminate your contract if you don't want to. And most times the contracts are always short term. So you just do it and you just get it over with. So now we have come to the end of this.